streaming on YouTube at the same time. That way I can say that also. Yes, people were watching. People participated in the GMTK game jam. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff was created, and so I thought, you know what, I can do a small stream at the end of today's day. What the fuck? I don't know how to talk anymore. To take a look at some entries, but I don't want entries from people. I don't want entries from people because I already have a selection, so I just want to go through them because I was going to play them anyway. So I thought, you know what? Why not go through them live? Because that's what I do, right? Yeah. I had a call this morning, a consultation call, and so I want to write something about cards. If you have examples of card games that are using cards for a good reason, I would love to see them. And if you have the opposite, I would also love to see them. I can give you an example. Balatro is using cards the right way because the game is actually cards, right? So it makes sense. Slay the Spire is a deck builder, so it makes sense. I don't have an example of a game that uses cards for the wrong reason, but there are many games out there that are using cards and it's not useful. They could use something else. Magic the Gathering. And so I want to write a small piece about that. By the way, I published something on Patreon for free. I'm posting it more often on Patreon nowadays. What the fuck? I can't. The overlay in my OBS is broken. I can't paste. No, it's fine. I can now. I want to try to post more to see if it drives people. I think it doesn't. but also, writing is useful for two reasons. I often have ideas about stuff. Making videos about stuff takes way longer. Even if I don't edit anything, and I just record straight into the camera, which I'm not good at, it still takes more time, so it's much easier to just write. And also I can test out some ideas. I can start writing, laying down like thoughts before I actually make a video about that subject if I want to. So, you know, why not? If you see things on my glasses, it's because I broke them. I mean, they're not broken, but they're scratched. So maybe you see it. I don't think you do, but I do. It's a little bit blurry because of it. It's a little bit blurry because I scratched my my glasses. Are you taking submissions? The title says submission closed. So no. Rich man, no. Yeah, no problem. You know what? I will write it on the actual stream. And so how was the holiday, Herrick? You asked me. It was fine. The main problem is that I was not in the right headspace. Ideally, I would have gone with the intent of not doing anything, but it's difficult to go with that intent when you know you have a lot of stuff to do. Because Obel is supposed to release mid-August. We are going to push the release date because, of course, we're not ready. But yeah, it's a little difficult to juggle with all of that. I'm juggling with a bunch of stuff. It's as always, right? Every time I talk about that, it seems like I'm just I'm just struggling, right? My life is a constant struggle, to be honest. My life is a fucking constant struggle. The main goal, I think, in the near future is to stabilize in general. Stabilize, which means financially speaking and mentally speaking in a way. Like, I want to feel better about this whole self-employment slash game dev journey stuff. I can't continue like that forever. I need to find peace in a way, more peace, if it makes sense, and more stability. See what I mean? Hey CodeCuber, how are you doing? It's been a while. How are you feeling about the incremental? I started feeling low. So my view on that is completely skewed. But basically, I didn't touch it since last time. And I'm worried it's too big. I'm worried the 3D aspect and the nature of the incremental that I'm working on is gonna make it hard to continue. And I don't know how much this doubting is useful or not, because I'm a professional doubter. Like, that's what I do. I doubt. The moment I do something, I doubt. So, am I doubting because there's something to clarify, or am I doubting because I'm a huge fucker, you know? I don't know. So it's difficult. I've been thinking about maybe doing another incremental that would be way easier to do, because again, the deadline is going to be fucking short. I think the submission deadline for the next fest is supposedly August, end of August. I just don't have time, so I don't know. Doing well. I hadn't done some game dev for a while, but I got back with it with GMTK. Ah, cool. Do you want to send your game? I know I just said that submission were closed, but it's different. It's different. Because you've been here for a while. So it's different. I'm not taking submissions, but if you want me to play, I can. So the game jam, I thought... Amazing, thank you. I thought about doing it. I went back. I arrived in here from my holidays on Friday. On Saturday, I was not here because there was a friend's birthday the entire day. Plus, like, we went back home super late on Saturday, so Sunday I was completely cooked. And also feeling pretty bad for multiple reasons. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do anything, so maybe I do a little entry for GMTK. I started doing something. I thought it was going to motivate me. I was going to have energy. Energy was not there. I was basically falling asleep on the in front of the computer. So I basically did nothing. But my idea, I can tell you what my idea was. That's fun. Maybe I will feel some reward by telling you. Let me show you. Excalidraw. You increase the treadmill. I increased the treadmill, yeah. Also, the treadmill when there's a heat wave in France is not fun. So I think that's also why I'm increasing it. Let me show you what I've been thinking. What I was thinking. So the theme was countdown, right? The theme was countdown. So obviously a lot of people were going to do stuff about counting down. That seems kind of obvious, right? People were just... I knew people were going to... to do stuff about time. And I wanted to do stuff about time too, because I'm not like I'm not a genius developer. So my idea was as follows: you have an arrow like this, and the arrow is counting. Okay, the arrow is counting, but it's moving like this, and this is counting up basically. And your goal is to count down, right? So this goes like this, and your goal is to count down. So at the top in here, you have the time that is increasing automatically. by this rotating. And then what you have, how do you count down, you may ask? Well, very simple. You have different zones like that are randomly placed. Oh shit, didn't use the right stuff. You have zones like that are randomly placed on the stuff, okay? And then those zones are doing different things. Some of them are bonuses, some of them are not. Some of them slow down time, whatever. You can think about, you can start very simple by putting numbers on those zones. Maybe the smaller the zone, the bigger the number, different things like that. It's very easy to modify once you have the setup. And then the goal is simply that it's like QTE basically. It's like a you press it at the right time. So the arrow is counting down like this, and you go and you click on those things, and as you click on them, they disappear. So you are left with less stuff. I didn't think about everything, to be honest. I just wanted to test that. And I guess maybe once all of the positive ones are removed, it starts over. Or maybe every 13 seconds, every 30 seconds or something, or every whatever, it modifies what is inside, right? You go through levels maybe. And so it goes like this, and you have to press at the right time. And then things change over time, like it goes faster, it goes slower, you have things to avoid, whatever. I was thinking about that. So very simple, very related to counting down. And I just stopped. I basically did the thing with like the quadrants, the slices, and I stopped. I was like, you know what? I have no energy. I'm not going to do anything. And also important to note, I started doing that 2 hours before the deadline. So I knew I was kind of cooked already. But I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to do something. Hey, DevNut, how are you doing? Heatwave was brutal. My fan was literally life support. Yeah, the heatwave is brutal. Also, I work at home. I don't have AC, so it gets pretty hot. So it's just not fun. So I didn't do anything. And I was not in the right headspace to try to push myself more. So I stopped. And since then, I've been wanting to do something crazy. I've been wanting to do something about, I don't know, like at the moment in France, there are fires everywhere. So I'm tempted to do something to mock the government, to mock Macron, and I need to not fall into like hatred and hate speech or inciting hatred. We need to be careful about that. But I was thinking about doing something stupid, like you have to sort trash, right? You have a simple trash sorting game, and it's just that the trash that you have to sort is basically you sort Macron and his government, stuff like that. I was thinking about doing something like that because I don't know. What can I do? As a game dev, I can't do a lot. As a game dev, I mean, okay? As a citizen, I can do other things. But as a game dev, I can't do a lot. And one thing I can do is raise my voice in a way. But yeah. You could become a fireman. It's a little late. It's a little late, to be honest. It's a little late. But yeah, imagine sorting a little cutout Macron, and you put it in. Of course, Macron is not put into the recycle bin or in the organic. What do you call that? The dumpster for organic stuff that is then going to be turned into soil, not soil, but into you know what I mean. Le compost? Compost. It's the same in English, right? Yeah, compost. You don't put Macron in that. Macron goes directly into the unused trash that is being buried in the soil because you can't do anything about it. You know that trash that we can't do anything about? We either burn trash or we bury the trash somewhere. So this is what we do with Macron. What are we talking about? I was explaining what I did last week. I was away, and then how I didn't do GMTK, and then how I want to do like a mock piece, a mock game, a game where I mock the government. I think I want to do something like that. Or we could do a guillotine simulator. The problem about doing a guillotine simulator, it could be like a QTE game, right? Where you try to guillotine perfectly. The problem about that is that it would probably fall into not hate speech, but inciting hatred. I don't know how you call that in English. How do you call that in English? Incitation à la haine. Let me find it. In English. Incitement to hatred? Is that really how you say it? Incitation à la what? Incitation à la haine. Hatred. Haine. Hatred. Pushing people into doing something. Pushing people into hating other people, basically. So if you do a piece where you guillotine Macron, I think it could fall into that. It's difficult to know what it could be, what it could do, because also politician figures are supposed to be, you are able to mock them as like political figures and not as people. But I don't know. Hey, Sensible, how are you doing? Incitation à la fuck you. Pardon my French. Yeah. So it's hate speech. Hate speech is weird that it's translated to hate speech because it's not about speech, but you get the point, right? You get the point. So anyway, that's it. That's it. I might do a mock piece at some point, but at the same time, I don't have time. I don't know. So the theme was counting down, right? Or countdown? I don't even remember. Where is it? Is it written somewhere?
The GMTK Game Jam is back for 2026. This is a rapid...
Yeah, it's countdown. Can I be part of that? Part of what? Of guillotining Macron? I think we don't care about all of that. Give me the name. Give me the theme. Oh, but that's not the reveal, right? Shit. Did I miss it? 3D models for props or characters. I'm not doing 3D. I'm not doing 3D right now. But I really appreciate. I am not doing. Anyway, I think it was countdown or counting down. I'm not sure. So let's play. Let's play and let's start with Delta Zero then. Right? Let's play with Delta Zero. Delta Zero is made by CodeCuber. CodeCuber is a fellow game dev friend. Let's close that. I don't think I can rate. I can rate for the GMTK Jam. I didn't participate, and I can rate. No, you can't rate. Okay. Hey Vladadam, how are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Can we send a project? I didn't with the group. Gold. Theoretically, you can't, but let's say that you can, because you're from the community. But theoretically, I don't take submissions. Can you try the Doriax editor before you start? I don't think I want to try the Doriax editor because I don't know what it is, and I don't think I need a fucking editor. You need to do like 10 games randomly first, I think. Oh, I will be able to do that? Weird. I have a question. All seriousness, I need direction and training in game dev. Yeah, sure. What is the question? I think I got potential and it is my dream, but my mind is foggy. Okay. Well, thanks. It's okay then. The web builder's on. It's just broken anyway. You need to download it. Okay. I mean, I can download it if you want. View your queue. This jam requires you to clear your rating queue before you can rate any submission you want. Please check your queue to see what submissions you can rate. Interesting. I uploaded it on Versal. Okay. Question is, if you do coaching, I do. You can find it on Coffee. I was in a consulting call this morning actually. You can find stuff directly on Coffee or on Cal, but I don't think I have my Cal in here. So you can check out my Cal links. My Cal link, you can find it on here. Whichever you prefer. It's just that on Cal, you can book calls that are 1 hour or 2 hours, whereas on Coffee it's 45 minutes for some fucking reason. I don't remember why I did that. To be honest. To be honest, I don't know why I did that, but I think 45 minutes as an introductory call is long enough, even though it goes really fast. Oh my god, you were so many people. You were so many people in here. Heuristic system. A downloadable game for Windows, and you didn't even do a web build. Not a web build. A Linux build. The moment you played my game, I felt like I had such direction, and I need that. Yeah. Yeah, I know it can be a little expensive for some people, but the thing is, it's difficult for me to go lower in the sense that it always takes more time than it actually takes. And I try to do things correctly. Like do my research first, write some notes after. You lost your job? Ah, sorry. You think I can make $100 a month? Perfect question, but I think it's definitely worth it, even though I can't afford it right now. Yeah. I totally understand it. I totally understand. So I'll do the rating stuff later, I think. I don't want to do that live. And I'll rate the entries on my own, I guess. So let's start with Delta Zero from CodeCuber. Okay, I'm gonna stop the music. We are going to have the same problem as always. And the problem is that it's going to be very difficult for me to show you stuff. What I can tell you so far is that people doing the consulting have been happy. They like it. So that's what I can tell you. They like it. Usually it's consulting that is general, like game dev general. Some people actually decided for Juice specific. But it takes a little bit more time. Juice specific takes a little bit more time because we have to analyze the stuff. The review did for my game, felt like I paid for it. It was amazing. That's also part of why if I do it private, I make it paid, because I'm already giving out quite a lot on stream, I feel like, and I need to think about myself in the sense that I would love to do all of that for free, but I'm struggling financially. So if I do that, I'm struggling even more, which is, I'm supposed to be a business, you know? That would be a little stupid. That would be a little stupid. Okay, let's put that to 100. First of all, I like the juiciness. It moves a little. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for juiciness. So that's good. Congrats. You won my heart already. Do I have text on screen that I can put so I can show people that submissions are closed? And you're not mediocre, I recommend. Mediocre. I like that word. And I do feel like I am mediocre very often. Oh, look at that. Oh shit, you can't see. But the new... Oh my god, there's a new stuff which is pretty cool. Submissions closed. Got huge. Okay, little music. This is pretty cool. Missions are closed unless you're a regular. Yeah, exactly. But that's... I don't want to say. is also my question. If you think solid, $100 a month through any mean is possible to achieve for me in 2 months. When you mean solid, you mean like recurring? You mean like you will make that amount every month? In 2 months? Yes. Any mean? Any mean, I would say yes. Any mean, I would say yes. Any mean can also mean you're doing a combination of stuff, right? So it could be that you're doing I don't know, you're doing a small 2-hour session for someone where you work on something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is probably possible. It is probably possible. The main problem is that if you make a game, for example, if you make a game, you don't have your recurring revenue at all. You don't have recurring revenue at all. So to have recurring revenue, you need to have something that is selling regularly. Usually things that are selling regularly are more like courses or your own work, right? So that's not easy. Interesting that the first level select is on the 1, but let's do the tutorial. Okay, AD left, right to move. So what you don't see is that I see a bit more than what you see, okay? I see a bit more than what you see because the game is in the game is in full screen and I can't do anything, okay? Dumb but good at explaining. I'm good at teaching, I feel like. Teaching is definitely an option. Teaching is definitely an option. The main problem about those things is finding clients, you know? Finding clients is always difficult at the beginning. And even later, but more at the beginning. Level 15 is because countdown, a little confusing. Okay, I can give you one advice. If you want to convey something like that, you can help people by adding something that tells them why it's in that order. Can I go back and I show you? Yeah, that's perfect. Main menu. Let me show you what I mean. In here, 15 to 1 doesn't feel necessarily easy. Okay, give me a sec. I have a call. Give me just 1 sec. Shit. Give me just another sec. I'm sorry, Codcuber, you want me to play the game and I keep doing something else. I need to feed my cats. Give me just a sec. Okay, so what I was saying was, if you want to convey that it's a countdown, you can just put it into perspective, right? You can show something specific. Like, I imagine you just put it on like an asset where it's like the the cord of a bomb, you know, the thing where that is going to make the bomb explode or something else, right? Whatever. It doesn't basically you show that there's a link and that we need to go somewhere, or you do a beginning and an end where it's like the win, the home or something. It's like a small thing, but yeah. The tutorial does bring you to level 15, so as long as people do it, it should be fine. Yeah, I see what you mean. But instead of making a layout, you just do like a visual link between the things, and so people are like, oh yeah, okay, I understand it's a countdown. But anyway, it doesn't matter that much, right? Let's go tutorial. So, AD left, right to move, space to jump. You're providing a bunch of options, I like that. Holding space increase your jump height. Okay, it's not super noticeable, but okay. Shift S to slide. Can I slide infinitely? Okay. Slide increase your speed. Okay. Jumping while sliding reduces your jump height. R to respawn. N to skip level, I guess. Escape P to pause. I like the squish of the jump. Yeah. Is this Unity? No, this is Godot. And with just a square and it looks cool. Yeah. Your objective is to finish the level as close as possible to the end of the countdown as you can. But if the countdown reaches 0, you explode and you have to restart. Okay, cool concept. Do you have a queue going? No, it's closed. Sorry, Mortis. Green Clover Games. Oh, it's you. Your Godot videos are great. Thank you. Appreciate it. And yes, it's me. I always use Godot. Yeah, long live Godot. Have you seen the results? Chat, casse-toi. Have you seen the results, by the way? Have you seen the results? Godot is the first engine on GMTK and on Kini Game Jam. On GMTK, I think it's 47% of the entries that are made with Godot, which is to be expected, to be honest, because Godot is fucking amazing. Okay, sorry, I'm finally playing. Shit. Okay, I'm stupid. Oh, I completed on 0-0. Unity 6-7. 6-7. Next level. Okay. How do I do that? How do I do that? It's the second level. Oh, I'm supposed to do this? Oh my god, okay. You're not joking. Okay. The jump in difficulty at the second level is quite crazy, but okay. Level 13. This is a portal? No, this is not a portal. Oh, the timer is fucking short. So what I find interesting... Am I not... Can I not go there? Oh, I could. I could, but I don't know how. I managed like a second ago, but... Oh my god, no, fuck. The countdown is interesting. Oh, fuck. Initially, I thought the countdown was going to be too easy. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm expecting... Oh, fuck. I'm struggling. I'm expecting... On the weight controls... I'm expecting some... How do we... Oh! It immediately stops, you know what I mean? Like, when I jump, if I let go, it stops exactly at the point where I was. And for some reason... Shit. For some reason, I'm expecting a little, like, acceleration, deceleration. And so it makes it a little hard for me. But it's fine. Also, I don't know if you have Coyote time and stuff. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Difficulty might be a little over the place. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Oh, you mean like jump on the middle platform? Q4 2020, Unity will level up. Unity will not level up. Unity will die out very slowly. I'm sorry. Oh, it's impossible. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I'm supposed to slide. I forgot. Right? I'm supposed to slide. To go faster, I guess. I do have to coyote time. You just didn't jump. Okay. I'm struggling. I can't really do what I'm thinking. I promise I don't suck that much at platformers. Tais-toi! Oh! That was short. I do have coyote time, just didn't jump. Watch and learn, baguette. 6-7. Let's try. Where's the link? Oh yeah, sorry. We are playing this. Six, 7. Hi, hey Sishimara, how are you doing? Give me a sec. Okay, we need to be more efficient because I can't spend like hours and hours and hours on every game, right? I don't want to stream for hours. This feels like a classic game jam thing where you get so used to playtesting their game, they make just a bit too unforgiving. Yeah, I added a skip level because I was afraid the game would be too hard. I think it's fair. In a game jam, I think it's it's a very good idea in my opinion to put a skip button. Because you never know. Also, one thing to keep in mind, you never know what is going to be difficult for people. Some people will find going really, really fast difficult, while some others will find being very precise difficult. So you never know. At least the people get to see the other level. Exactly, exactly. Especially in puzzles. In puzzles, sometimes puzzles are marked as difficult, and they're not really difficult, while others are way more difficult. So yeah. Morning Mars, how are you doing? I find it a little weird, CodeCuber. I find it a little weird that the next level is not selected by default and you select retry by default. Minor nitpick, to be honest. Minor nitpick. Okay. What I like, I'm gonna say something. What I like about this approach is that the timer, because the levels are short, this is a clever take in my opinion. This is a clever take because the levels are short, but the timer is really pushing you to go fast. And because the levels are difficult, you're going to retry them over and over again. So I think it's fine. People would play the level again to get a better time. Okay, I see. But I think initially when you're playing a game jam, you prefer to go through the content before replaying. You know what I mean? I have low saturation on my main monitor, but white, black, and dark gray for background. Ah, you can't see shit? Okay, I can see fine. Okay, let me retry. Okay, let me retry because I forgot about a main mechanic of the game, which is that. Yeah, this is really useful, right? Oh, okay. I need to get used to it. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm not going to do that either. I forgot about this, I suck at this game. I could have waited. So there's a small problem in my opinion. There's a small problem about forcing people to, like, I understand the idea. But I'm wondering if it's really useful. You see what I mean? Forcing people to wait if they went really, really fast is not going to be pleasing. It's Geometry Dash. Open World Geometry Dash, yeah. They give you a point, go and touch them. 100% agree, feels like a lot of people want to dip into a game and will move on once they completed it, or they lose too much progress. Totally. Are the particles moving up in red? I'm colorblind. If so, isn't that supposed to be dangerous? If it's green, sorry. It's red, yes, it's red, and it's dangerous. It's something I try to avoid. It also makes difficulty balance hard. Yeah. Path. Okay, so in here I'm supposed to go here, do that. In here I'm supposed to do this, the dash. I feel like the dash is not that useful because the dash, not the dash, but the slide. I feel like the slide is not that useful. Oh, sorry, Gaz. You were talking about this thing in front of me, right? This one is orange, and this is just a jump pad. It makes me jump automatically, if that's what you're talking about. Oh! Oh! Ah, fuck. I forgot to press space. To press shift, sorry. Oh! Mamma mia. E la moglie di cappuccino assassino. Oh! 0.51. The slides actually makes a big difference to get faster. Okay. The slide, in my opinion, the slide doesn't feel that satisfying, maybe, right? I'm not totally sure about how I feel about it. It is interesting though. It is interesting that you have to use it to lower your jump height so you can go through certain obstacles. I think this is an interesting take that we're not seeing very often. In other games, we would use a dash, right? In other games, we would see a dash. But it's not that rewarding. And I think I want places where the slide actually allows me to go beneath stuff, I think. Hey, Wolin, how are you doing? The mechanic's not... It needs juice for the slide, yeah. Where are you referencing? A fish called Wanda. What? When? I don't think so. What is happening? Okay. Oh my... fucking god, what is happening in here? Where am I supposed to go? This is too high for me, right? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Okay, I managed earlier to go through that, and now... Am I supposed to go here, and then what? Here! Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is that really what I'm supposed to do? Oh. It probably needs juice, but also get used to go under in later last level. Okay. I can't get to 300. 300 what? It's a comedy movie from the creator of Monty Python. No. I was not referencing that. So one thing, because the game is difficult, I at least I find it difficult for a platformer. It goes pretty fast in terms of difficulty. I don't feel very compelled to go back and claim a closer time. You see what I mean? Like, realistically, if I'm able to go faster, like right now I have 1.47 seconds, I don't really want to go closer to 0. because that would mean doing the level and then waiting next to the flag. You see what I mean? Realistically, I'm not going to go slower the entire time. That's too risky. Realistically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go as fast as I can, and then I'm going to wait as close as I can to the flag, because this is where it's the less risky. I feel like the design kind of clash in here. I'm a mod, I'll ban anyone in chat who types skill issue. I thought it would be the first level. Not your fault. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. 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 Oh, mamma mia. This game is difficult. Oh my fucking hell. No! I didn't realize it would do that. Ah! 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 Fucking game. Skill issue. Good way of writing it. Mummy issues, no sliding. Honestly, it might just have been better to just make the countdown just kill you and nothing else. I do personally enjoy games like Celeste, so that may be part of it. I see what you mean. What I'm trying to say is the difficulty and everything is good. I think it's the achievement of being able to understand what I'm supposed to do through the level and finish the level is very satisfying. I enjoy that. What I don't enjoy is the reward at the end. I am not being rewarded for going fast. And in a game like that, you're not giving me anything else during the actual platforming. You're not giving me any reason to go slower. You see what I mean? Yes, at the end, the accuracy is going to be lower. But do I really care about that? It's difficult enough that I just care about going to the end. So when it says anything less than 100%, just keep playing the same round. Okay. Maybe it's just me. I'm just not made for that. You just need visuals. I love the difficulty. The difficulty is cool. I'm talking about the reward, right? I'm really talking about the reward. I had the same problem in Color Space back in the days, right? I was asking people to go fast and to be precise on like the timing and everything with the colors. And those two things, they clash. They clash and they don't feel cohesive. They feel like they reward two different things. And in a game, you can't reward going fast or being precise and going slow at the same time. I don't think you can. At least, that's my opinion. What the fuck? Why am I not jumping at the... I don't understand why sometimes I'm not jumping at the right height. Oh my god. The fact that I touch the first wall, this is not... Yeah, okay. In my opinion, this part where I need to be precisely jumping is not fun. Because the character controller doesn't give me the right precision for that. You see what I mean? I often find myself in between those two elements. Like, I understand the idea, but I feel like the spacing is too short. And so I find myself in between because of the way it accelerates and stuff. So of course, I have to make a video to publish it on YouTube or sell it on its own. On the course website. What? Of course, yes. Probably. But, reminds me of the feeling of playing Elden Ring, a game I love. To hate, yeah. Of course to make money. Yeah, of course to make money. I know how to balance watching one and still loving what I do, so chill. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of the levels, but honestly, this was pretty cool. Again, my main issue, I think my main issue is that there's a disconnect between what the game is trying to get me to do and the reward. But it's really apart, like if you remove the theme, it's perfect, right? You know what I mean? It's super cool if you remove the theme. I just don't feel like it's really bringing anything that this countdown. One way I could see it being integrated in the game is that you have a course that you have to go through, but you don't have the full countdown. And maybe as you go through the course, you unlock parts and your countdown becomes bigger, so you get more time to finish the course. Something like that. And then maybe your goal is to minimize the amount of time you're taking or something. I don't know. Jump pads should be blue. Jump pads should be a color that feels less scary, yeah? And the slides to have screen shade or something. Yeah, some particles on the floor, whatnot. Yeah. Okay, I'll rate when I can, because right now I can't. So then the game is from... The next game is from... should I put it in here? The next game is from gold. I didn't think of adding juice to the slide. I struggled with the background being too dark and black platforms too. I see what you mean. Let me remove that again, just in case. So the next game is heuristic. Okay, I need to spend less time on each game. Thanks for playing and for the feedback. Congrats, Coldcuber, for the game. That was cool. A computer can never be held accountable. Heuristic, start, quit, language, credits. Okay, so first of all, first impression. This is freaking cool. First impression, this looks super cool. I love the presentation. But if I click on stuff, it doesn't do anything. Only start actually works. Okay. What are you? New resolve request. Priority encounter. Text description. Mentions a suspicious nostalgia. My love. A feeling of melancholia grows within you. That is the way to say hello. I think I get it. Okay. Guide to operation. Can I close it? I can close it. I think I get it. Thanks for the time we spent together. I don't think I should care too much about that. The time is counting down, right? Resolve, dismiss. You made me grow up. A computer can never be held accountable, therefore a computer must never make a management decision. Abstract. The guide to operation provides you with necessary information to operate your session at heuristic systems. External tabs are provided for ease in locating each section. About encounter. Multiple individuals will appear before you after one another. This is an encounter. An encounter always comes by a visual, a wave form, and a short description. Description, example, a panther and a cockroach. Both of them are pink. The encounter refers interchangeably to both the individual and their coming before you. Upon having an encounter, one of the following action is to be carried out within the allocated time. Resolve. The resolve sequence neutralizes the current encounter. Dismiss. Press the dismiss button. Oh my god, what the fuck? Press the dismiss button to skip the encounter without neutralization, allowing a new encounter to start. In order to resolve or dismiss, one must follow his instructions. Flip the switch. Flip the switch. For each diode that lights up, press the buttons underneath. Press the button, the final button, resolve or dismiss. Okay. I will always love you. Okay. New resolve request. Priority encounter text description. Mention a suspicious nostalgia. A few frictions give them a suspicious look. Signature waveform. Someone's beloved neighbor, a great listener, carries the weight of their past. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Passive. Passive encounters are to be dismissed. Priority. Your assignment is to recognize resolve priority encounters. All priority encounters should be resolved within the allocated time. Failure to fully comply shall result in failure of the assignment. You will be sent a priority encounter resolution request. Signs can pertain to text description. Okay. So this one is not good. He went away. Is that normal? Oh, okay. That's another one. I'm fucking confused. Both of them are pink. What is pink? Okay, so if I can give feedback, the aesthetic is cool. Yeah. There's a really interesting idea. There's just too much stuff at the beginning, which is fine because in those games it's usually the point of the game. You need to understand the game. But because the time is counting down and I have to read, and there's a lot to read, it feels a little confusing, right? Priority encounter signature waveform. Their complexion matches their opinion. Excuse me? I am not sure at all what I'm supposed to do. I don't understand a damn thing. And I can't do anything with that, right? Dismiss. Press the button. Press the button. Press the button. Resolve or dismiss? Resolve? Time doesn't pause when reading the guide. Time doesn't pause when reading the guide, no. Tells you about this special notebook it found. Plays guitar. This kind of game introduces the controls one by one, not all at once. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And the time is up, right? And I lost. Okay. I'm a little confused. Let's start over. I'm a little confused. In here, we read what? Oh, but look at that! There's so much stuff! There's so much stuff! No guide in the description. There is a guide, but there is so much stuff. This is too... I think it's too hard for a jam, especially with a timer. By the end of the game, you become a heart doctor. Exactly. So, a oscillogram is a device that displays sound waves. To reveal the waveform of the encounter, find the right frequency by moving the... Okay, so I've done that. Terminal. Carefully the instruction on the terminal. It's your lifeline. Electrical problem, connection, blah, blah, blah. So then we have the things. Okay, I understand now. So I have this thing. I'm finding the frequency. New result request. Priority encounter text description. Mentions a suspicious nostalgia. Someone's beloved neighbor, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, I look at the heuristics, and I think this is dismiss. Soul of a fossilized child. Is it this one? It's big spikes. Yeah, it's probably this one, right? Or maybe it's this one. I don't know. But it's dismiss. So to do that... Oh, he went... No! He moved. I don't have time. I already have a time pressure in here. Why do you remove the time pressure? Why do you also move this? It's too hard. So I already have the frequency. It's like a simple saw wave. Excuse me, you dismiss. I can already dismiss, right? It gave me more time? I didn't look. A few frictions give them a suspicious look, blah blah blah. Okay. Dismiss. François. Is that all? Do I just look at this? Do I just look at this to know if I should dismiss or not? Priority encounter signature waveform. Your program. A feeling of melancholia grows within you and it's to say hello. The world is interesting. Everything is interesting. It's just the time pressure and everything is a lot. Resolve. I have the sawtooth. I feel like it's this. But I'm not sure. No, it's not as much. I am not sure. I'm too confused. Things go too fast. Too much information, too fast. In my opinion. The bipolar sisters, one soul... I feel like this is useless. Right? This is dismiss. I guess it was valid. This is the one. Dismiss again. He's short but with millions. Blue, resolve. I need to resolve this one, right? So it gives me more time when I resolve. This one is purple. I don't see purple one in here. Do I? Shit. It's missing. Replace your figure. Evokes times past the engine of vagueness. Oh, yeah, okay. Sometimes you need a description. Okay. I don't know. I don't have time, so I'm gonna lose. Oh, it was a dismiss, so I got the thing. Ooh! Priority encounter signature waveform. So what? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Carefully follow the instruction is your lifeline. Priority encounter. Should I resolve it if it's a priority encounter? I guess. Okay, priority encounter visual appearance. Very equilateral. Okay, okay. Once you start understanding, it's interesting because you have different things to consider, right? This one is resolve. I understand now. It's just introducing everything at once is too difficult. especially with the time pressure. But I understand now. Your first love. Oh my god, my first love. No. 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 Okay, very simple. Very simple oscillation, very simple sine wave. I should dismiss. Dismiss. But dismiss doesn't give me time. Struck by lightning. Her hurt recovered. She tells you about her past impudence. Another simple sine wave. But we don't have that. We do. Dismiss. Okay. Dismiss. I don't know why I'm not getting time when I dismiss. Very equilateral. So this is the one that we should resolve, right? It's a triangle. It's that type of triangle, so I'm going to resolve. Let's go. Easy. You see, I understand now. Lurking in the shadows of their mistakes, their body glides nonchalantly towards dawn. Towards dawn, sorry, not down. Okay. We have spikes and like little saw waves that are rounded. So we should resolve. Okay. I get it. Cool. I'm resolving you. I feel like the payoff when you're resolving should be a bit greater. Right now it feels like I'm not doing anything. So sine waves and blue thing, resolve. I need more feedback. You have a very tactile environment with buttons and stuff. I need them to do clacks. I need them to do sounds when I'm doing stuff. There's a lack of sound in the game. The game needs to be rewarding. It's one interface. Once I'm past the difficulty of understanding what's happening, I kind of want to be rewarded. Right now, I'm not rewarded enough. So the feeling should be there, right? There should be a tactile feel. It's like, shh. This one I can dismiss. Very good. The soul of a fossilized child has been 8.5 years old for 1,000,000 years. That is awful. That is awful. And I've lost. Right? It takes a while. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I can go. No, I've lost. Very cool. Very, very cool. The feeling I'm getting is that you had a strong idea. And you didn't have enough time to polish it up to the level that you wanted. The presentation is cool. The idea is cool. It needs some tuning in terms of how you introduce the different things. And it needs to be more rewarding. It needs to give us like pleasure when we are using those things. Those knobs and stuff, but really, really cool. So the credits page doesn't work, but I like the presentation. I like it very much. Very, very much. Oh, so many people. Or people are twice in here? No. Really cool. Visuals, interesting. There's some story elements that unfortunately we don't have time to go through. Because of the countdown. You know what? I feel like the countdown maybe should not have been implemented that way, and should have been only on the elements themselves. Like you have a new element, I don't remember the term you used, but you have a new encounter. And you have a limited time to do it. But having a countdown for the entire game, I feel like puts too much pressure and doesn't feel satisfying enough. But really cool, congrats. Really, really cool. I'm gonna put it on the side. Alright. Let's continue. I have a bunch of games. Countdown was the theme. I know. But the way it is implemented I know, but the way it's implemented, that's my problem. The problem is not the theme itself, the way it's the way it's implemented. And it's usually going to be the case, right? It's usually going to be whenever you try to fit the theme, it might feel bad, unfortunately. For example, in my opinion, an interesting take on the countdown is you're trying to explore a space. You're trying to do a minuscule Metroidvania, and you have a countdown, and you're extending that countdown as you're finding stuff around. In my opinion, that's an interesting. Never working on your game. Exactly, Peacebreaker. In previous game, did you get penalized if you guessed wrong? Because it's not trivial to try both. You don't get penalized directly, but you don't get the bonus. So I guess if you guess wrong, the timer will always go down and you will just lose. So this is Perfect Rush by Phil Green. Phil Green is a very talented developer. Phil Green is a very talented developer, but I'm gonna say something. The controls are WASD, so it's awful. I hope... What? I hope... Yeah. Okay, that's it. I also have the other... I can move with the arrow keys, so that's fine. Because otherwise it's just WASD, so it's a pain. But moving... Okay, let me use my... Oh, but then I can't space. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to be moving with WASD, and I hate moving with the right keys, because then I'm using my right hand, and I'm not good at that. Anyway, we'll try. I guess to win, I need to reach the countdown. That seems logical, right? Oh shit, so this is a very classic take on... A very obvious take on the countdown, right? You would expect that. I'm sorry if I'm being bad, I'm just not playing in the right conditions. I guess this is a Unity dev, or maybe a Construct dev. Because you know it's not a Godot game because it doesn't have... Like, it only has WSD support. This is typical of non-Godot games. And this is awful. Yeah, but I'm on Linux. Otherwise, what I would do is I would just switch my keyboard to WSD. But I'm on Linux at the moment, so I can't do that. Unfortunately. Oh... It gets hard real fast. But I think we've seen what we had to see from the game, right? It's just too difficult for me to move with my right hand. I'm not used to that. I've been playing FPS with my left hand my entire life. So this is cool, but WSD to move is a no-go for me. This is a no-go for me. This was not Phil Green, I'm really sorry. This was Perfect Rush by George Games. And now it's Phil Green. And now it's made by Phil Green. What the fuck? I just want to point out that I bit my tongue when you said you play with your left hand. I'm growing up. What? Oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean. I understand now. Okay, let's start. Why is the game like that? The game is broken. Okay, the game doesn't scale at all to my screen, but okay. So you can see this is a Godot game because I can move using my AZERTY keyboard. E to pick up. And then what? QG to throw. What? What am I supposed to do? Is this an incremental? Candidates, before you stand the trial of the box. This is what stands between you and the Mask of Lesser Demon. Rank 66 of 666, everyone starts somewhere. Counter is bottom left, it goes down, that is the only good news you get today. That box over there is a delivery. Break it, keep what falls out. A bookshelf, walk up to it, opens your upgrade tree. You spend boxes there to break boxes faster. Yes, I hear it too. Okay. Interesting take on the incremental genre. Like you have to go down. Like you have to clean. Do we have incrementals where we have to clean? Because you've seen those games recently, right? You've seen those games where you have to clean a library or something. They've been popping out a lot recently. And I feel like this goes well with the incremental genre. I did a quick search and found this for Linux, ntmicro.net. No, but I know there are things I can use. But ideally, what I want is to just switch my keyboard to QWERTY, right? I don't want to like do some remapping and whatnot. I just want to switch my keyboard to QWERTY. But when I switch my keyboard to QWERTY on Linux, it doesn't switch it at like the lowest level for some fucking reason. And so games don't see it as QWERTY. On Windows, games will see it as QWERTY, but on Linux, it doesn't work. And I've done some research and stuff, and the solution is to use tools to do remapping and whatnot. And I was like, oh shit, I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. Swing speed, okay, more damage, box per burst, and we can carry. Right now, I'm not sure why I would like to carry. I want to carry because I want to kill more boxes. Okay, that makes sense. Right? I want to kill more boxes at once. Okay. Just get another keyboard. Royal clutch for the clutch. No. Another delivery. This is a press inside that one. Break the box and press is yours. It flattens boxes into pressed boxes. Yes, equipment for breaking boxes arrives in the box. Do not start. One thing, the plate does not check what is under it before it comes down. That is all I'm allowed to say. Okay, I understand. Put box in. So I think the strategy is I put that over here. But is it better than me doing it manually, to be honest? I'm not sure. So it means I can kill myself, right? Oh, look at all of the things I can destroy at once. The aesthetic is cool. Move speed, swing speed, hold speed, boxes per burst. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I want to do this, to be honest. If you get it, let me know. But doing a reverse incremental seems interesting in my opinion. It's probably for boxes that are harder to break. Yeah, but the time it takes for me to go there and put it under, I don't know if it's that interesting. You see what I mean? I mean, maybe it's more efficient, or maybe it gives me a different kind of resource. It's true that those ones take quite a while to get destroyed. Maybe you can get an upgraded Ross boxes automatically. Yeah, probably. That's probably the thing. Ah, or maybe at some point I'm just supposed to do that. Which is I'm stacking boxes and then I'm placing them like this instead. It's more efficient for me to not break them manually. I'm not sure. What do we have in here? Okay. Is it more efficient? Maybe it is. Because I take quite a while to kill them, right? But at the same time, I kill so many of them at... Look at that. Look at how efficient I am. But this gives me ideas. This gives me ideas, and it's telling me that we need incrementals that are about cleaning up, basically. Oh, there's another spot now. Oh my god. Rails, a cart holds the boxes for you straight across the void. Do not look down, there is nothing down there, that is the problem. One end is the output in the input, the other is the output. Put boxes in the input, the cart takes them to the output. And grab a stop whenever you like. Drag it anywhere and the track delays itself again. And that is a goblin, a small move. Okay. Upgrade him and you get a bigger one. A mild goblin holds a pile. A big one just smashes them itself. Nobody asked the big one to carry anything. He would not. I have a goblin now? I have a goblin. Ah, excellent. Oh, I'm all smashed. Have you seen that? I'm all smashed. Okay, so if the pile is big, it just destroys stuff. That's pretty cool. That was that game you put that object in a hole and the ground gives you coin doing it. The hole moved around. Yeah, berry. You can move the end of the rail. I think you can, yeah. I think you can. So I just put it on there, right? So there's that game, but I feel like we should have games that are closer to that library game where you need to clear things. Berry is kind of like that, but maybe it needs to get like it needs to be messy and then you clear it like specifically. In 2D, I don't think you have a lot of that. I don't really like their skill tree. I think it's hard to read. Their skill tree is a little hard to read. The progression is really fast still. Once you understand what you're doing, the progression is pretty fast. I think that's a strong point. I would say maybe there's something missing. There's a disconnect. What I'm playing right now, there's a disconnect between the actions that I'm doing and the money that I'm getting. In those games, it's very important that you get a strong feel for when something gives you money. Like, you need to see it very clearly. And I feel like it's a little too disconnected in a way. This mixed with Factorio, harvesting box for you to conveyor belts, you create in a separate game mode. Yes, totally. That could work. Yeah. No. That could totally work. Okay, I think I can finally focus on harassing you like a good parasocial friend. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to harass me, a peacebreaker. Don't hesitate. Look at my little dude. What are you doing, dude? Do something. Oh, there's a huge pile in here. Maybe I should go and destroy the pile. Put box in. Can I do a rail? Oh! All of the boxes. Are you seeing this? What is it doing? Did you just do a coffee because I talked about harassing you? Yes, exactly. I'm showing you the best way to harass me. Honestly, I like the idea of a wholesome incremental about like cleaning up a space or something. I think people could vibe with that. I gotta go. Have a nice rest of your stream. Thank you, Coldcuber. Have a good day, night, whatever. Okay, what can I have? I can have rails. I can have move speed. I can magnet some stuff. The magnet is doing what exactly? Okay, it's attracting stuff towards it, so we can put it right over there. Or we can put it right over there. Oh! Are you seeing all of the things that are there? When did you guys have time to make all this? This looks like 3 months of dev. So we are playing a game made by Phil Green. Phil Green is a monster. There are a few game devs out there. Once you do enough jams, you will recognize their name. Basically, they participate in all the big game jams. They've been making games for a while, probably, and they're just really good at it. And they just do a lot of games. Did I do the opposite of what I was supposed to do? Exactly, I did the opposite of what I was supposed to do. Look at all of my boxes out there. It's so fun. Maybe I should go back to here and grab some stuff. I can grab some treadmills. Okay. What is the treadmill doing? Exactly. I think you need the magnet down there. Next to the crusher. That's true, Wallen, you're right. I call those types of games checkbox games, where it's not so much even gameplay, but getting things on your list done. I think it provides for us something that a lot of us can handle in everyday life, which is getting everything done. Totally. This is why job simulators exist, because people want the satisfaction of a job done, but you don't have that in real life, or not that easily. But yeah, it's kind of that. Furnace, burnt boxes. Do not ask why hell needs a separate currency made of ash. Excellent pace candidate. Nearly 800 out of 10,000. Nearly. Put Put Goblin in. Please, Mr. Goblin. Go there. Put box. Okay. You're going to go there. Brrp. No energy. Why no energy? Why no energy? What is giving energy? Ah, because I need something for the energy. I'm fucking stupid. The treadmill is providing energy, right? It needs a goblin. Mr. Goblin, go over here. No, do the treadmill. No? I'm confused. I think Goblin jumping on the button does it. It does what? Okay, so in here we burn stuff. But in here you see we have no energy. Oh, okay, that's it. The energy is provided by the thing. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, the amount of stuff. The amount of stuff it's bringing, it's fucking fun. Okay, that's not my type of game though. Generates energy. Yeah. You're not stupid or just slow to understand things. It's not my type of game though. Automation game, it's not my thing. I don't care that much. I would have preferred a simpler incremental, but I do understand that people will love this. People will love this. Yeah, it pulls everything. It's weird. It should not, because the radius is just this, but then it pulls all of those. So how is your game development going? I don't know if you're working on a Hyperslice update, if you're back working on Oboe. I'm working on Oboe. Hyperslice update, I worked on it, but I paused it. Last week I was not here, so I didn't do anything. I was on a break. And I didn't do anything on the incremental. Holy shit. Okay. So that is cool and people will love it. It's just not my stuff. It's just not my stuff. You need a break. You've been working on non-stop. Yeah, but it didn't feel like that. It feels horrible, to be honest. It felt horrible because I didn't have the luxury. Like, suppose I couldn't. It was not the right time for me to stop working, so that was not that good. My brain compresses what I'm seeing. This for me would be month of work. Dare I say 6. I understand what you mean. I think the biggest difference is that you have in front of you someone that is doing this very often. Fieldgreen is like they're nuts. They've been doing that for a while. They do a lot of game jams. Maybe they were not alone on this one, actually. I don't know. Is it written somewhere? I don't think so. But yeah, they're not. They're just really good at doing this. They've done a ton of game jam games, usually with kind of the same aesthetic. It has automation, skill tree, story. True. But I think you should imagine having all of those things kind of ready. I'm pretty sure they have a skill tree from another project. In this game, I know they have a skill tree, for example. They probably have a bunch of juice components that they reuse. they have a bunch of assets that not necessarily they reuse, but they know how to draw them really fast. And so it's the culmination of all of those things, basically. I'm not trying to say it's easy, but that's why. Look at that. Like, I mean, look at that. You can see, right? You can see. 2023, 4 games. 2024, 9 games. 2015, 11 games. The speed is basically nearly a game every month. They're just doing and doing and doing and doing. You see what I mean? 2026, 5 games. They're just not stopping. Which explains maybe a little bit why they go that fast. Okay, now block and awe. This guy's devs. This guy is a freaking dev. That's a team. I don't know. I don't think they present themselves as a team. I think they are a solo dev. They're just really good. They're just really good. What do you want me to say? But it feels like a team. It feels like a team effort, to be honest. It does feel like a team effort. But I think they're just good. Okay, click to focus. Did I post the block and all? Yeah. Wonder if they commercialize. I don't think they commercialize stuff. Feel Green, they have a game on Steam. Let me check. I think they have a game on Steam. No? I can't find them. Oh yeah. Snap the Cat. Snap the Cat is on Steam? Okay. If solo, hire him. Yeah. Okay, welcome to the lab. There is sound, but it's very, very, very low. Let me try to put it a little. Welcome to the lab. Use LMB to place blocks on the grid. Give it a shot. You can swap between blocks on the right by clicking on them. Press Tab or RMB. Oh, ooh, look at the juiciness. Zip, zip, zip. And I can... Look at that. Whip, rup, rep, rup. Juicy. We like that. After each move, every block's number counts down by 1. Okay. Can I rotate? I can rotate, of course. When a block with an arrow reaches 0, it fires a beam in that direction, destroying other blocks. Oh my god. What a nice concept. It is going to be a banger game, right? People are going to love it. Holy shit. People are so fucking good. Sometimes it's annoying, to be honest. Sometimes it's annoying how people are good. It's going to fire a beam. So I could fire that way. And this is going to stop in here. Blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to go here. I missed your playthrough of my game. Gold, you will see the VOD if you want. It's also on YouTube, so you won't lose it, don't worry. You won't lose it. Have a good stream. I'm going back to work. Catch you next time. Goodbye, Peacebreaker. Thank you. Yeah, I'm watching it. Okay. Rank up. Select your upgrade. Increases the board. Clear bonus from +30 to +60. Blocks with an arrow have a 10% chance to have 4 arrows. I want that. People are so fucking good. Why are people so good? Oof. What is this? I don't know. Okay. I didn't trigger anything. That was bad. That was bad. Like this? Oh, that was bad also. How does it work again? I'm confused. So, the numbers are counting down. Every time you place something, the numbers count down by 1. And when it reaches 0, it gets destroyed. If it has an arrow on it, it fires a beam in that direction. So for example, the next time I place something, the one that is in the middle in here is going to fire a laser, which is going to destroy other blocks. Because this one is going to get destroyed, it's also going to fire a beam. So the idea is that you place down stuff to do some chain reactions, basically. You see? And you have a certain amount of moves to reach the number at the top. Is that clear? That was a clear. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be on Steam and it's going to do very well. And I'm mad. Even numbered blocks are worth 1.25 points when hit. Gain an extra pass each rank. No, I want that. Okay, so I'm starting in the middle. Look at that. I'm going to create. Oh, it's already at 0. It's going to explode right away. Interesting. Oh my god. I won already. That is too easy. Very easy game. Blocks in the center of the board are worth 3 times points when hit. In the center. Blocks hit with by beams going left are worth 1.25 times points. Okay, I'm playing the middle. I'm playing the middle, okay? Oh my god, look at that! It's a multi-beam! It's a multi-beam. Oh. Juicy. Yeah, cool game. Very cool game. People are good. People are fucking good. And that kills me. Developers that are too good, they kill me. I don't like that. See what I mean? That was bad. That was also bad. I want to redirect the beam. Okay. We have a lot of moves. Blocks on the edge of the board gives +1 points when they're hit. Blocks destroyed by a bomb are worth 1.5. Okay, I'm getting the bomb stuff. Ah, this is a bomb. Okay, I'm finally understanding stuff. This is going to trigger a beam. And we want to redirect this. So this is going to explode that way. This is going to explode there. There's nothing else we can do. Maybe go there. Okay, that was not too bad. So there is a bomb. There is a bomb. Let's place it over here. I want to redirect this. Shit. Like that. And then I want to go there. This is shit. What I'm doing is shit, guys. Oh yeah, and the moves are worth more points now. It's going to trigger over there. What? Why did it get removed? Oh, this one's going to trigger immediately. I'm not losing right now. This is unacceptable. This is clever. Gain an extra pass each rank. Blocks, hit left beam. We go with the left beam, okay? So left beam. Boom. Left beam. What was that? Oh, it got frozen. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not good at triggering stuff, as you can see. Multi-trigger in here. It's going to trigger here. This one is good. Fucking clear. Look at that. I explode everything. Blocks have a 5% chance to be worth 3 times points when hit. Blocks placed on the final 3 moves are worth 3 times points when hit. Let's go with this. Okay, that is a little stupid. That is a little stupid, mister. "11 moves left. I'm fine. I'm totally fine." Easy. I have combo when I explode the bombs. On the edge, okay. So left. It's difficult to redirect, basically. Yeah, that was shit. It's not what I wanted to do. I'm not doing I'm not doing good. This one is going to go here. This one is going to go down again. So it's not going to do anything. This one is triggering left. I'm blocked. This one is not too bad. I'm lurking to work on my game, although I already streamed 10 hours. Seeing these in a weekend jam is too sad. I understand what you, how you feel, Sashmara. I understand. It's a little demotivating. Yesterday, I sold all of the games, especially because I thought maybe I would participate, and I was like, holy shit. People are just so freaking good at what they're doing. Should I trigger immediately? No. I have 8 moves left. So I should try to construct something a little bit more interesting. Is it more interesting? I don't think so. Oh, I could trigger immediately. But 3 moves left. I'm gonna lose. And no. Is there an end? Is there a fucking end to that game? Sheesh. Wow! The clear is worth so much points. Oof. Look at my technique. Look at my technique. Are you ready? Look at that. That was okay. That was okay. Blocks placed. Okay, I want that. This should be placed in the middle. This will trigger and go back. Go right. This will trigger immediately. Might as well trigger that, I think. Yeah, and get a clear. Getting a clear is worth a lot of points. I'm starting to get an idea of what to do. Easy. Immediate trigger. No. I don't need the immediate trigger. Like that. Ooh, that is good. Not as good as I thought. I love that. Not as good as I thought. No guns, the game that thinks is fun AF. I don't know guns. I don't think I do. What is it about? Ah shit, I could have done something much better. I don't have a lot of moves left. I don't have a lot of moves left. That's not too bad. Guns is still running. Guns, there's sword 2, PvP only. I don't know what it is. Hello, Gubbins. I played that back in the 2000s. Blocks have a 10% chance to explode when hit. Was nuts. Played it into it's on Steam now, yeah? Okay. I had no idea. That was stupid. That's not what I wanted to do. It got too sweaty for me. Look at that! Oh, I don't have upgrades anymore. I have all of the upgrades available. I guess there's no end to that game. In my opinion, if you're making a jam game and your game is basically infinite, you should add an end anyway. Because I think it's more satisfying as a player if you can actually reach the end. And then you can give them the ability to go infinite. It feels better that way, I think. Oui. Che passa? Courage. It went back. I think I'm gonna lose right there. I'm gonna lose right there. I would need a clear. I would need a nice little clear. That would be really good. Holy shit. I've lost. Out of moves. Let's go. Total score 3,000. It's maybe a little too forgiving, right? It might be a little too forgiving compared to like the game idea is really cool. And it's a roguelike. Is it normal that I can reach? It feels like the end. Like I got all the upgrades and everything on my first try. Maybe not. And it's probably because I have too many moves initially, but I guess I understand the idea of making it not too hard for a jam. You can always adapt later. But you see, this is a great example This is a great example. This is basically a team. This is basically a studio making a game for the GMTK Game Jam. Because I think we have to be honest, GMTK became such a big jam that it's now used as a way to test out ideas before you put them on the market. And it has been like that for a while, but game jams are not necessarily what you think. If you think that you're going to participate in a game jam where most people are just like you, indie devs, trying to learn stuff, trying to make something for fun or learn something during a weekend, yes, the majority is like that, but there are also a bunch of teams or very experienced people that are just going to be on another level. So as you can see in here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people working on that game. That's a lot. 9 people. So of course, it's gonna be difficult for you to go against that, to compete, right? Of course. I don't have time to play a lot of other games, so let me just try to find maybe I got a bunch of games already. Maybe something. Learn to count. This one looks cool. This one looks cool. Unstable concoction. This one looks cool. Let's try this one. Run game. We are playing unstable concoction. There's just more and better. Exactly. There's just more and better. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if you can't compete with that. It's just normal, right? It's just normal. So unstable concoction. Well, is it a good game? I don't know. Why is it not taking the entire full screen? I don't know. Why is it so small? Why is it so small? When I put it on full screen, why is it so small? Oh my god, what the fuck? This is so weird. Is there a way to put that? Okay, same thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 3 people. I don't understand why you can't put that in full screen though. Okay, so they're saying to zoom in. So let me go that way and let me zoom in on the game like this. Yeah, okay, let's play like that. Is that a Kini font? I have no idea. The font is by it's Grape Soda by Jetty. Did you try the previous games with 9 devs? I wonder how is it. Yes, I tried. I just tried it. It's pretty cool. The game about the blocks that explode and stuff. It's a really cool game. It's a game that is going to go on Steam for sure. I'm pretty sure it's going to go on Steam. Get ingredients to start cooking a potion. Square ingredients do damages. Square ingredients do damages. Circles. I will go back in VOD. Yeah, you can go back in VOD. Square ingredients do damage, circles buff future ingredients. Click and hold to throw a potion. Ingredients order matter. This heal leaf will make your future effect heal instead. Okay. So that does damage. Okay, really cool. The problem is that I have no idea what those are. Okay. So I take bottle and bottle. I put it over there. Okay. That will do damage and damage. Wave cleared. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Ah! Damage and damage. Look at that. Boom. Game over? I died? Okay, I guess I died. Okay, freeze. Oh shit. Oh my god, I destroyed them. Freeze. And freeze is going to be useless on those ones. But I can freeze them multiple times. Ah, I took damage. Okay. I didn't realize what happened. Bubble is for me. I freeze. Come on. They move too fast, those fuckers. That started reminds me so much of SNK RX. Yeah. There's a lot of games out there that have this very simple, pixelated aesthetic. Totally. It's cool, but I'm not sure I understand very well. I feel like the recipe stuff, to me, is not super clear. Because there's a lot of stuff I'm not in control of. Like, it takes a while for the bomb to explode. Enemies move quite fast. I feel like the balancing is a little bit off in that regard. Like, the concept is cool, but you see what I mean? Potions will detonate after 5 seconds. Pick up any ingredients to empower your potions and kill enemies. Order matters. Ingredients will proc in the order that they were picked up. For example, if you pick a bubble, increase the size of the next ingredient. Ah, okay. Then a poison shroom, large poison field. You can create a gigantic poison that covers the map. Don't throw potions too early. Since they take 5 seconds to explode anyway, you should grab a few more ingredients. Okay. Target ranged enemies first. These guys are hard to dodge and easy to hit. Think about your positioning carefully. If you get pushed to a wall, you have less options. Okay. Okay, I get it now. I think the other problem is Blast Leaf creates an explosion, Potion Shroom leaves a large, Shock Read, okay, Ice Cube freeze enemy, Bubbles burst, buffs range for all remaining okay, Potent Oil buffs damage, Heal, change potion from doing damage to healing, and Death Bean, if damaging potion affects kills an enemy, start a chain reaction. Oh, okay. So there's a lot to learn. That's my only issue. There's a lot to learn in a game that goes quite fast. But okay, it makes more sense. You wait anyway. Okay. Shit, the order matters, they said. Made a mistake. What is that doing, though? There's a bubble. I will see what it does. Okay, it does nothing. that. And then this will do damage, right? So, bubble plus shroom, big shroomy. Ah, indeed. Indeed. Indeed, once you start carrying like this, it works much better. Okay. Yeah. I get it now. Shit, I killed myself. Cool. Cool game, though. Cool game. Cool game. Alright, I think that's it for today. I might do a bit more of that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I'm streaming. I didn't publish the streaming schedule because I was not sure. But I think tomorrow I'm streaming. So, you know what? We'll see each other tomorrow. I might play a few games tomorrow. I need to go do some life stuff, maybe some work stuff. We'll see. Thanks for dropping by. Check out my Patreon if you want. Check out my Patreon if you want. And because I made a post about it, that's why I'm telling you this. Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm just leaving like that. No raid, no anything. Thank you for being here. I'm running 1 minute of ad if you want to stay at the end. See you soon. Goodbye.